Good morning. It's Sunday, September 8th. I'm Lisa Evers in the Fox 5 newsroom. Thank you for joining us live on the Fox Local app. There is no bail for a 31-year-old man arrested after a woman's body was found in a suitcase. Police say Ronald Schroeder was in possession of date rape and illegal drugs when he was arrested. The body of Sakia Jones was discovered near a Long Island building last Tuesday. She was found in a fetal position with her hands bound. Repairs at the Queens-Midtown tunnel are complete following a nightmare of a week. Water began leaking in the South Tube Wednesday after a contractor mistakenly drilled a hole into it. The tube was temporarily shut down to traffic. Checking the forecast today, mostly sunny and breezy. Tonight, clear and cool. Tomorrow, sun with showers later in the day. Do you ever get confused about how much you're supposed to tip at the end of an Uber ride? If so, you're not alone. Fox 5's Kendall Green takes a deep dive into the rideshare tipping etiquette.
Without a doubt, the popularity of ride shares like Uber and Lyft are on the rise, with a global market worth over $150 billion last year, expected to reach $210 billion by the end of the decade. And it's customers like Angelina driving up that demand.
A week with my daughter, maybe 3-4 times.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Depending on her destination, those rides can get pretty costly. But does that cut into how she tips her rideshare drivers? It's a hard no for her.
I think that that's the way of them getting their money. They don't get paid by the owners the way they should. So I guess helping them out and tipping them, it will be a great thing to do.
But some admit the rise in cost of living or subpar service tempts them to skip out on tipping or tip on the lower end.
After you add up all this nonsense with the tax and city tax and whatever, it's not being mean or cheap or anything. I'm barely making it.
But since rideshare drivers take home far less cash than what riders pay in the apps, tipping is non-negotiable, if you ask etiquette expert Mr. Manners.
Under no circumstances should any of us who can afford to take a ride-share vehicle to get us from point A to point B, should we be completely skipping the tip?
But some drivers have their own set of guidelines they follow.
If it's exceptional, it will be 25%. If it will be less, then it will be less than 20%. But 20% is my average.
Which is spot on for a general rule of thumb. But your generosity, or lack of it, reflects your reputation as a passenger, and being a poor tipper could easily come with consequences.
Even if you're not doing it out of the goodness of your heart, to remember that you don't want a bad ranking amongst the Lyft or Uber community, or perhaps the next time you really need a ride, you might not get it because your ranking is too low.
Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.
In the age of dating apps, some say they've hit a brick wall. But in Brooklyn, a brick wall is where dating opportunities are sprouting. Singles in New York City are lining up on weekends to have their photos posted on a wall in Brooklyn's McCarran Park in hopes of finding a match. To participate, you scan a QR code at the site and donate a suggested $25 to $60. For that price, you get to have 2 Polaroid photos taken. One photo you take home, the other is posted on the wall, a real-life wall with an index card along with details about yourself. According to the organizers, over 600 people ranging in age from 19 to 55 have added their photos to the wall. ABCD, we all know the song, right? But did you know some educators say a new version of it is needed? Fox 5 Sharon Crowley has a heads up to grown-ups on why the alphabet song may sound different the next time you hear your kids singing it.
W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
4-year-old Juliet sings the ABC song just like most of us remember it. However, in recent years, educators started to notice the popular melody needed revising. You see, it's got some tricky lyrics that can trip up new learners.
X-I-J-K-L-M-O-B.
Strung too closely together, LMNOP can sound like one single word. Listen as big sister Jordana gives it a go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S.
Most kids, when they get to me in first grade, they already know some version of the alphabet song. And so I'm kind of on the back end of fixing some of the misconceptions that they come in with. And what we notice is a lot of kids run together LMNO as one letter, or LMNO, something long like that, and are not able to parse the individual letters there.
Rachel teaches first grade. She noticed the problem and posted a newer way to sing the ABC song with pauses in different places. Her social media posts went viral. and have been watched by more than 5 million people. Here she sings for me the newer version, complete with a new closing line.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I never will forget how to say the alphabet.
As a child myself, I remember thinking, is that one letter? Is it 5 letters? Is it lemon? What exactly is it? So to have this clarifying opportunity, I think will be really nice for children.
Nava Silton is a developmental child psychologist and mother of 7 children, including Juliet, Jordana, and Jacob, who impressed me by singing the alphabet backwards.
C-Y-X-W-V. I think the clearer and more precise we can be with children, all the better. So even if traditionally we do it one way, I think to have this novel approach is great if it can enhance their literacy skills and their precision.
This newer version of Now I Know My ABCs isn't really that new, but it's getting new attention thanks to social media. One more tool educators hope to use to help children learn to read. Sharon Crowley, Fox 5 News.
Back to school season is in full swing, and every parent wants to be the cool mom or dad with their kids heading back to class. It's time to think about what to have on hand for extra treats and snacks, but some parents may be going overboard with the snacks and sugary processed foods. Fox 5's Richard Giacovis introduces us to Gummy Bear Moms.
Freeze-dried Skittles, Jolly Ranchers.
Let kids be kids. There are plenty of moms and dads who let kids be kids. But for the moms who can't help but give her kids sugar, well, she's getting her own nickname.
Gummy Bear Mom is the mom who, does the Costco run, pantry stocked, fridge stocked, snacks.
Yes, a gummy bear mom is the total opposite of an almond mom, according to a new TikTok trend. The gummy bear mom loves the pre-packaged snacks, the cookies, cakes, and of course, gummy bears. You don't give them any sugar?
Not too much.
The almond mom is the one who eats very little, and her kids follow the same diet. And dietitians say those are the first moms to shame the gummy bear moms.
Yes, there are foods that are more health promoting and more nutritious, but we can't say that having dessert is bad, because then that deprivation and that label can create more desire. You're not going to get them to not want that. As humans, and especially children, we are more inclined to crave and feel comforted by higher sugar, higher fat, higher salt foods. That's the reality.
So what kind of moms did we find? You guessed it. Almost everyone allows their kids to indulge.
I think kids deserve candy and not healthy all the time.
And the dads?
I think we should definitely be more healthy. I mean, I know I fight the battle every day.
Nutritionists and dietitians say you have to find a healthy medium when it comes to giving sweets to your kids. Don't deprive them, but maybe a few times a week. As school starts, you can put those gummy bears in their lunchbox. As for me, I'll stick to the title of Cookie Monster Dad. We're in Bronxville. Richard Giacovis, Fox 5 News.
A mint condition copy of the U.S. Constitution goes up for auction later this month. It had been missing for centuries and was found 2 years ago inside a filing cabinet in North Carolina. It's one of only 8 remaining copies printed in 1787. The minimum bid is $1 million, but it could go for a whole lot more. In 2021, a copy of the original Constitution sold for a record $43.2 million at Sotheby's. A final check of the forecast today, mostly sunny and breezy. Tonight, clear and cool. Tomorrow, sun with showers later in the day. And that does it for us this morning. I'm Lisa Evers. Have a great day. And remember, Fox 5 News is always streaming here on the Fox Local app.